So, hello student, let me solve some question numericals based on number system. So, I have already discussed number system. Just watch my YouTube video, right? Here, I am going to give you some practice questions on number system. So, first of all, let me take binary addition. Binary addition. So suppose there are two numbers like 1 0 1 1 0. This is one number, okay, and the number is 1 1 1 and 0 1 1. Right? Now you have been asked to add these two binary numbers. He has given you two binary number. One binary number is 1 0 1 1 0 1, and another binary number given is 1 1 1 0 1 1. Now you are asked to add these numbers. That means binary addition you have to do. In that case, how to do this? See here. 1 plus. First of all, tell me, in binary number, what is a binary system? What is the maximum number available? That is 1 only, right? Binary means you will have only two symbols, either 0 or 1. I told you you will not have 2 and above. That means either 0 or 1. Since it is a binary number, so only two symbols are available, 0 and 1. So see here, if you add 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 means in decimal, if you are asked to calculate 1 plus 1, you will write 2, right? But since it is a binary addition, that means first of all you will subtract base of this binary addition. Binary. What is the base of the binary? Base or radix, it is 2. So 2 minus 2, it will give you 0. So sum will be 0, and since the number exceeds 1, that means 1 carry will come. Right? 1 plus 1 summation is 0, and 1 carry will come like this. Now again you add 1 plus 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0 plus 1. Again 1 plus 1 summation is 0 and carry 1. So summation is 0 and 1 carry like this. Now add these three, 1 plus 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1 plus 0, again 1 plus 1, you will get 0 sum and 1 carry, right? So that means 0 is the sum and 1 carry, right? Now add these three numbers, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? So how to add these three numbers, 1 plus 1 plus 1 in binary? Tell me. In decimal you will write 1 plus 1, 3, but in binary what you will write? Since number exceeds 1, that means subtract 2, which is a base of this binary. That means 1. So sum is 1 here and carry is 1, right? So 1 carry will come here. Now 1 plus 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0 plus 1, again you will get 0 sum and 1 carry. So 0 sum and 1 carry like this. Again 1 plus 1 plus 1, you will get 1 sum and 1 carry, right? So what is summation? Summation is this one, 1 0 1 0 0 0. Okay. Since this is 6-bit number, so answer will be 6-bit, that will be 1 0 1 0 0. And this one is acting like a carry, right? This one is acting like a carry. You understand? Yes or no? Okay. Now let me go for binary subtraction. So binary subtraction. So how to do binary subtraction? See the example. Suppose two numbers are given, 1 1 1 0 0 1 and 1 0 1 100. You are asked to subtract this number from this one. That means, see how to do this. 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0. In binary, answer is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1, right? 0 minus 0, right? In binary, it's 0 only. So put 0. Right? Now, pay attention here. This is 0 and this is 1. This is 0 and this is 1. So which one is more? 1 is more, right? 0 is small, 1 is large number. So that means you will have to take one carry from the previous stage like this. So when you take carry from this, how much will come from here? 2 will come here, because binary means base is 2. Binary means base is 2, right? So that means 2 will come here. So now subtract 2 minus 1. This is 2 now. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 now. So put 1 here. Now when one borrow is being taken by this stage from this one. So now here what is remaining here? It is 0. It is 0 now. So 0 minus 1, again 0 minus 1, 1 is large, 0 is small number. So that means again you have to take carry from the previous stage. That means 2 again carry. So now again 2 minus 1, 1. Again this becomes 0, because one borrow has been taken by the next stage. So this becomes 0 now. 0 minus 0 is 0. Now 1 minus 1 is 0. Right? So this is the answer, 0 0 1 1 0. So basically, borrow in binary addition, it will be equivalent to 2, which is the base of this binary number, base or radix, right? You should not think if I take borrow from here, then it will be 1 instead of 2. No, this is not 1. When you borrow from the previous stage, you will write 2 here and not the 1, right? Because the base of binary number is 2. Right? Baat saaf ho gayi. Likewise, you can practice n number of questions, where is n is any number of question. Now, again, let me start with another system, which is octal system. Octal system. Octal system. So student, tell me what are the different symbols available in octal? 0 1 2 3, right? 4 5 6 7. Can you write 8 here? No, you cannot write. So maximum number which is available in octal system is 7. I have explained this, right? Watch my earlier video on number system. Right. So in an octal system, 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 3 is 4, 1 plus 4 is 5, 1 plus 5 is 6, 1 plus 6 is 7, right? Now 1 plus 7 is equal to what? 1 plus 7 is 8, right? Now what is it? You know that 8 cannot exist. It's a maximum number is 7, right? So 8, now subtract the base of this octal system. What is the base of octal system? Is 8. So 1 plus 7 is, sum is 0, and since the number exceeds 7, that means 1 carry. Is that clear to you? Right? See here. If you convert this octal system into decimal, you will get 8. See here. 0, this 0 into 8 to the power 0 plus 1 into 8 to the power 1. That means how much? You will get 8, right? 8, 1 plus 7, 8, right? So that means 8 can be written in octal system like 1 0. 1 0 in octal system is nothing but decimal 8, right? You can also understand this last point. See here, if this is 8 and you want to convert this decimal 8 into octal, then divided by 8. So 8 1 are 8, right? Remainder is 0. Again you divide by 8. 1 by 8 is, it will not be divided, that means you will get remaining 1. So you go from bottom to top, you will get 1 and 0. So the same 1 and 0 I have written here. Similarly, tell me 1 plus 8 will be, total it will be what? It will be 9, right? Number exceeds 7, this is 9. Maximum number available in octal is 7, that means number exceeds 7, that means subtract 8, which is the base of this octal system, right? So 9 minus 8 is 1. Since the number exceeds 7, that means 1 carry, right? So 11 in octal is nothing but 9 in decimal, right? You can also understand by this. Suppose this is number is 9, decimal 9, you want to convert it into octal, that means divided by 8. So when you divide it by 8, 1, you will get remainder. Again divide by 8, you will get 1 remainder, that means 1 1. So 1 1 in octal is equal to 9 in decimal. Similarly, 1 plus 9 if you write, it will be 10. Now number exceeds 7, that means subtract 8, which is a base of this. 8 is a base of this octal system, that means what is the remainder? 10 minus 8 is 2. Number exceeds 7, that means 1 carry. So 1 2 in octal is nothing but 10 in what do you say, decimal, right? Okay. Similarly, if I ask you to add 7 plus 7, decimal is 14, number exceeds 7, so subtract 8, that means it is 6 is sum and number exceeds 7, so 1 is carry. So 16 in octal is equivalent to 14 in decimal. Or you can do like this also, right? Division करके भी देख सकते हैं, right? Now let me take one example in octal system. Is it clear? Right. So let me take first example. There are two numbers. One is 2 4 5 and 3 5 3. When you add these two numbers, he is saying that these two are octal numbers. That means this is also octal number 2 4 5 and 3 5 3 is again an octal number. You are asked to do the addition of these two octal numbers. He will say that these two are the octal numbers, right? No need to identify. He will say 2 4 5 is octal number and he will say 3 5 3 is an octal number. Now he is asking you to add these two numbers, right? So very easy. Add 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is how much? 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. Now number exceeds 7. 8 is more than 7, no? That means subtract the base of this octal system, which is 8, right? So what is the sum? Sum is 0, and since number exceeds 7, that means 1 carry. So that means summation is 0 and 1 carry, like this. Now add 1 plus 4 plus 5, 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4 plus 5. That means 4, 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 1, 10, right? 10 is more than 7, that means number exceeds 7 here. 10 is more than 7, that means subtract 8. 8 is the base of this octal system, that means 2 is the sum, and since number exceeds the 7, that means 1 carry. So that means 2 is the sum and 1 carry, right? Now add 1 plus 2 plus 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3, it is 6. Tell me, is 6 more than 7 or less than 7? Less than 7, right? So do not subtract 8 here. So what is the sum? Sum is 6, right? So 6 to 0 is summation of these two octal number 2, 4, 5 and 3, 5. So 6 to 0 is again an octal number. So this 8 represent after bracket in suffix I have written 8. What does this 8 represent? It shows that this number is octal system, right? Now another example. See another example. 743. Suppose now this time he is asking you to subtract two octal number. That means 743 is an octal number he is saying, and he is also saying that 564 is another octal number, and subtract 564 from 743. Both are in octal. He is giving you, right? Now subtract 3 minus 4. Can you subtract 4 from 3? Answer is no. That means you first get borrow, right? So when you take borrow from the previous state, that means how much you will write here, how much borrow you will take, you will borrow 8. You will borrow 8. Now this 3 and this 8, that means 3 plus 8 becomes how much? 11. And from this 11 now you subtract 4. That means 11 minus 4, 7. Is 7 available in octal system? Yes, right? So write 7 here. Okay. Now when you take one borrow from this stage, when you take one borrow from this number 4, here what is remaining? 3 is remaining. Now 3 minus 6. 3 minus 6. 3 minus 6, can you subtract 6 from 3? Answer is no. That means again you will have to take borrow. And how much you will take borrow? 8, which is the base of this octal system. All these base is taking, right, as borrow. So 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4 and minus 6. 8 plus 4. 12 minus 6. Remaining 6. So what is this number? This is 6. Now when you take one borrow from 7, here it will become 6. So 6 minus 5, 1. Right? 6 minus 5 is 1. So what is the answer? 167 is the answer in octal system. Suffix 8 is octal. So this is the answer 167. Just a minute. 8, this is 3, na? See here, 3 plus 8 is 11, right? 11 minus 4 is this is not 4, actually we are subtracting here. Okay, this is 4, 7. Here see here, when you take one borrow from here, this number will become 3. So that means you write 8 plus 3. This is not 4, this is 3. 8 plus 3 is 11 minus 6. There is small correction here. Please look once again. 8 plus 3, na? See, when you take one borrow from here, 4 minus 1, that means this become 3 here. Instead of 4, this is 3 now. Because one borrow has been taken from this 4. So this become 3. So add 8 plus 3, 8 plus 3 minus 6. 8 plus 3, 11 minus 6, this is 5. So this number is 5 here, right? Please make this correction. Right? 8 plus 3 minus 6. 8 plus 3 minus 6 is 5, right? So this number is 5 and not the 6. Now, when you take one borrow from 7, this now becomes 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. 6 minus 5 is 1, right? So 157 is the correct answer, okay? That's easy. In a hurry, do not commit any mistake. So do all the thing properly. So 157 is the subtraction. Similarly, you can take any system. Suppose that we take hexadecimal system. So in hexadecimal number system, what are the different symbols? From 0 to 9 I told you, and then after A, B, C, D, E and F. 9, after then 10, 10 is representative of E, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E and 15 is F. Right? I told you this thing in watch my first video of number system. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and then after A, B, C, D, E, F. Right? Now in a hexadecimal system, what is the base? Tell me. Base is 16. Base is 16. Hexa means 6. Decimal is 10. So that means base is 16. So in hexadecimal system, 1 plus 1 is 2. Right? Similarly, 1 plus 2 is 3 and so on. When you add 1 plus 8, 1 plus 8, this becomes 9. Right? Now 1 plus 9, suppose if you do then, you will this will be equal to 10. Right? 1 plus 9 is equal to 10. This 10 is nothing but A. Right? This is 10. Right? Now 1 plus 10, or you can write 1 plus A. 1 plus A is nothing but 1 plus 10 is 11. 11 is nothing but is the representative of B. That means this is 11. B is 11. Right? Similarly, you can write down other numbers. Right? So suppose there is one number 20. Right? Decimal number 20, you want to convert in hexadecimal, then how to convert? Divided by 16. So 16 into 1 is 16. 16 1 is 16. So what is the remaining? 20 minus 16, 4. 4 is remaining, right? Again divide by 6, 1 by 16, that means remainder is 1. So go from bottom to top, you will get 1 4. Right? So 1 4 in hexadecimal is equivalent to 20 in decimals. See how? 1 into 16 to the power 1 plus 4 into 16 to the power 0. This is the LSB, this is MSB, right? So 1 into 16 to the power 1 plus 4 into 16 to the power 0. So this becomes 16 and this is 4. Any number power 0, that means that number is 1 only. So 4 into 1 is 4. So this becomes 20. Okay. Likewise, any number you can do like this. You can convert in hexadecimal to decimal, decimal to hexadecimal. I told you earlier all these things. Let me start with the examples. Suppose he is asking you to add two hexadecimal number, right? One hexadecimal number is 2689. Another hexadecimal number he is giving you 5478. 5478, right? And he is asking you to add these two numbers. Add these two numbers, that means add 9 plus 8. 9 plus 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. Right? 17 in decimals. 17 in decimal is equal to 11 in hexadecimal. Are you getting this or not? How this is 11? See here. 17. Okay, you want this is a decimal number, you want to convert in hexadecimal number, so divided by 16. 16 1 is 16, right? Remainder is 1, right? Again divide by 16. 1 by 16, that means remainder is 1. Go from bottom to top, you will get 1 right? 1 that is 16. Base 16, right? 1 in hexadecimal is equivalent to 17 in decimal, right? So that means so 17 is more than 16. 16 is the base of hexadecimal number. So number is exceeding, right? So subtract the base, that means subtract 16. 16 is the base of hexadecimal system. So this becomes 1. So sum is 1 and number exceeds 16, right? This is 17 now, so number exceeds 16, which is the base of hexadecimal system. That means 1 carried here, right? So now 1 plus 8 plus 7. 1 plus 8 plus 7. How much? This becomes 16. Right? Right? So, number exceeds 15. Right? Decimal 16. Can you convert this 16 into hexadecimal? Right? So number exceeds 15, right? That means subtract this base of hexadecimal system, that means write 0 here. So 1 plus 8 plus 7 is 16. 16 is not available, na? That means this C is 12, D is 13, E is 14, right? And F is nothing but 50 in decimal. So maximum number available in hexadecimal system is 15, right? So that means if number exceeds this 15, you will always subtract 16, which is the base of hexadecimal system. So here number exceeds 15, that means this is 17, which is more than 15, that means subtract the base of hexadecimal system, that is 16. So 17 minus 16 is 1, you have written 1 here. Now 1 carry, 1 plus 8 plus 7, 1 plus 8 plus 7 is 16. 16 is more than 15, that means number exceeds 15, that means subtract the 16, which is the base of hexadecimal system. So 16 minus 16 is 0. So 0 is sum and again 1 carry, right? Because number exceeds 15. So 1 plus 6 plus 4. Now add 1 plus 6 plus 4, you will get 11, right? 11 in decimal is equivalent to B in hexadecimal, right? So write B here. Now, do you get any carry from this stage? No, because number is less than 15, it is 11 only, 11 is less than 15, so number does not exceed 15, that means don't subtract 16 like this and this, right? So 11 means B, write B here. Now 2 plus 5, add 2 plus 5, 7, right? 7 is not exceeding 15, let me write 7. Had it been exceeding 15, then you will have to subtract 16 like this and find out the sum and then carry for the next stage, right? So 7B01 is the answer. This is an hexadecimal system, right? Now this is the answer. Now take one more example, hexadecimal system. Subtract two x numbers 9, 6, 4, 7 and 5, 4, 7, 8. 5, 4, 7, 8, right? Subtract these two hexadecimal numbers. He is saying that this number and this number, this and this, both are an hexadecimal system. You have to subtract 5, 4, 7, 8 from 9, 6, 4, 8. He is asking you to solve this. So now how to solve this? 7 minus 8. Tell me, 7 is more or 8 is more? 8 is more. That means you will have to take borrow. When you take borrow, how much you will borrow? 1 borrow in hexadecimal means equivalent to 16, right? So take 1 borrow, that means 16 borrow. That means 16 plus 7 minus 8. 16 plus 7 minus 8. 16 plus 7, 23. 23 minus 8. 23 minus 8. How much it will become? So 16 plus 7, 23 minus 8. It will become how much? 23 minus 8 how much? 15, na? Okay. 15. Right? 15 in decimal, remember. And 15 in decimal equivalent to F in hexadecimal, that means this is F. 15 is F. So what is subtraction here? F. Now when you take one borrow, this become 3 now, 4 become 3 now. 3 minus 7 now subtract 3 minus 7. Can you subtract 7 from 3? Answer is no. That means again you will have to take borrow. How much borrow? 16 borrow. So 16 plus 3 minus 7. 16 plus 3 minus 7. 16 plus 3, 19 minus 7. 19 minus 7, 12 in decimal. 12 in decimal equivalent to C in hexadecimal, right? So this is C here, right? C. Now, when you take one borrow from 6, this 6 become 5. Now 5 minus 4, which one is more? 5 is more. That means no borrow in this case. 5 minus 4 is 1. Right? Again, 9 minus 5. Which is more? 9 is more than 5. That means answer is 4. 9 minus 5 is 4. Right? No borrow in this stage also. That means 4. So 4 1 CF is the answer. Now, is that clear? Likewise, you can solve plenty number of examples. Pick up any good book and try to solve. It's minimum 4 marks question, and with a little effort you can get these 4 marks. Now, take another question. FE35, right? FE35 is an hexadecimal number. How to determine this is hexadecimal or not? See the suffix. Suffix is 16. That means this is hexadecimal. He is asking you to do the XOR of this number with another hexadecimal number CB15. CB15. This is again hexadecimal number, right? 16 is a base, that means hexadecimal. Now, how to do XOR? F means 1 1 1 1 in binary. E means 1 1 1 0. 3 means 0 0 1 1. 5 means 0 1 0 1. Right? Now, another number is CB15. C means 1 1 0 0. B means 10 11. Right? 1 means 0 0 0 1, and 5 means 0 1 0. Sorry, this is 1. Right? 0 1 0 1. So first of all, convert this hexadecimal number into equivalent binary number. This is a group of 4 1. This is F in hexadecimal. Group of 1 1 0. Another group. This is E. Right? Similarly, this is 3. This is 5. Similarly, this is C. This is B. This is 1, and this is 5. Now you are asked to do XOR. This is a symbol of XOR. So I told you what is XOR. Suppose there are two input A and B, then its XOR will be A XOR B. And how to fill the XOR table I told you. See here, 0 0. When both input are 0, output is 0 only. Same, right? 0 1 means both are different input, that means output is 1. 1 0 means both are different, 1 0, that means output is 1. 1 1, both are same input, that means output is 0. So I told you same input, either 0 or 1, that means you will get XOR at 0. Opposite input are there, that means 1 is 0, another 1 is 1, that means output you will get 1. So same 0 opposite 1. Very simple. 1 XOR 1, both are same input, that means output 0. 0 and XOR 0, both are same 0 0 XOR 0. 1 1, both are same input, XOR 0. 0 0, both are same, XOR output 0. 1 1, both are same input, XOR output 0. Now look here at this stage. This is 1, this is 0. Opposite input, that means one is logic high and the other one is logic 0. That means XOR output is 1. So same 0, opposite 1, right? Now 0 0, same input, 0 XOR 0, same input, output is 0. 0 0, same input, that means output of XOR is 0. Now look at this stage. This is 0, this is 1. Opposite input, one is logic 0, another one is logic 1. That means XOR output is 1. Same 1 1, same input of XOR 1 1, that means output is 0. 1 0. Now look at this stage. One input is 1 and the input is 0. One is logic high and the other one is logic 0, logic low. That means opposite input, that means XOR output 1. Opposite 1, right? 1 1, again same input. For same input, output of XOR is 0. Write 0 here. 1 0 opposite input again, right? That means opposite 1 0 opposite input, XOR output is 1, say 1 1 same input output 0, 1 1 same input output 0. So what is the answer? 0 0 1 1, right? 0 1 0 1, then 0 0 1 0, then 0 0 0 0. Again convert this binary number into hexadecimal number. This is equivalent 0 0 1 1 equivalent to what in hexadecimal? This is 3 only. Now this to this 0 1 0 1, this is equivalent to what in hexadecimal? 0 1 0 1 is nothing but 5. Now 0 1 0 0 1 0 is equivalent to 2 in hexadecimal. 0 0 0 0 in binary, it is equivalent to 0 in hexadecimal. So what is the answer? Your answer is 3520, right, in hexadecimal. So this is the answer. So when you XOR this number with this number, you will get this 3520, right? Okay, this is the answer. So I stop here. Please do subscribe my channel without fail, and do watch all my videos regularly. Complete the watch hour limit. I will give you relaxation in marks. So thank you very much.